CoolersOnSale.com here for our first DIY video. Today we are going to be making a jockey box. For those that don't know what a jockey box is, it's basically a way to cool keg beer without having to physically chill the keg. So what would happen is the keg would sit outside the cooler, the lines run into the cooler, we have coils inside the cooler, I'll show you in a second, and that chills the beer so that when it comes out the tap, it's obviously cold. So let's take a look on the inside. This is a done for you kit by Micromatic. You can pick this up online. I'll link to it in the description below. But as you can see, out back we have a port here where the beer would be coming in, runs through these coolers which we would have ice on top of, and then when it comes out the tap, obviously the beer is ice cold. So today what we're going to be doing is basically taking out the insides of this cheap igloo cooler and moving it over to a Roto molded cooler here. This is one of the first Siberian coolers that we tested on CoolersOnSale.com. So we're basically going to be moving all the insides over to the Siberian, so you're going to see start to finish how to make a jockey box. You can pick up all these parts online. I'll link to those in the description below, as well as have a full write-up on CoolersOnSale.com. So without further ado, we're going to get into it to make a jockey box. First thing we're going to do is obviously map out where we want this. We decided we wanted to go right here. Be cognizant of how long the shank is to make sure that this is going to fit all the way through the cooler. So we just check that. It looks like it's going to fit through there. So we are going to mount the tap right here. Go ahead and draw the inside, or at least draw a hole where we want that to drill so we can draw a pilot hole. So that's where we're going to be putting the tap. We're going to drill a pilot hole first, and then we'll go ahead and use the hole saw, which is 1 1/8. The pilot hole. Now we'll hit this with a 1 1/8, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 1/8. Alrighty, there you go. And you get to see what's inside a Roto molded cooler as well, a bunch of foam. We got a PVC insert here, and then the shank goes through that. And on the inside, a rubber washer. Now we'll go ahead and stick the shank through and finish up gooping. There you can see how much goop I got on there. A lot. Seal it up. We're gonna have a rubber seal on there, but always good to just go ahead and seal it all the way up. Good. All right, we're tight on the back. So now we're going to go ahead and drill on the back side for the intake. Make sure you have enough room even when the lid's open. So we're going to go somewhere right around here. I guess we should be even on that side. Right around here. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is the back side. So we'll go ahead and put a dot right there. Draw a pilot hole. Drill a pilot hole like we did last time. Now we'll come with the 1 1/8 inch. Next we'll put the sleeve in. All right, make sure the shank's gonna work out. Slide it through. Sure enough, we got plenty of room on both sides. So we'll go ahead and caulk this up, seal it up with the rubber washer as well as the nuts, and then we'll be on to the next step. So now we're ready to go ahead and put on the tap. He's right here. Alrighty, now we're ready to go ahead and start assembling the lines and the regulator. So these are the coils, fit right in here, and you can play with these to obviously get them right. So this cooler, we could actually fit 2 different taps. That's why we put it on this side. So if we want to put another tap in here, so obviously we were going to set the coils off to this side, so we leave room for another tap on this side if we want. So you could have 2 taps in one cooler. So we'll go ahead and connect the lines like in the back. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and start hooking up the hoses on the back. This is obviously the attachment for the keg, so we'll hook up the line here. Slide the clamp down, squeeze it on there, and that's it. Next up is the regulator. Same principle here, put on the clamp. It's pretty self-explanatory, red goes with red here. Slide that on and we'll clamp this down. So it turns out that you can't use keg beer with an empty CO2 tank. So fast forward a couple days and a full CO2 tank at about 35 degrees cooler temperatures, and we have a full CO2 tank. We are gonna go ahead and hook up the CO2 and tap the keg, and we should be underway. We can also adjust the pressure on this regulator, so we use a screwdriver to adjust the pressure, I believe to 35 pounds. Definitely got some pressure now. So we need to dial this back down to 35 pounds. As you can see, I don't know how well that's going to come out on video, but we're dropping down from, we're about 50, now we're back down to 35 pounds, and no leaks. All right, we just added the ice, and as you can see on the inside, the coils are starting to sweat. And we are obviously chilling this down, so we are ready for the moment of truth. We're gonna go ahead and pour a couple beers. All right, it's the moment of truth. We're gonna pour our first beer. We got the coils all iced down. We got the pressure right on the CO2 tanks. So we'll see how our jockey box works out. Perfect, not much foam. Seems like a perfect pour. It's obviously ice cold. Give it the most important part, the taste test. Wow, that's really, really cold. I'm gonna have a full write-up of this online, guys, on coolersonsale.com, going over all the different parts that we use. We'll also go over the ready-made jockey boxes. If you wanna buy one ready-made, we have those online as well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It's what helps us to keep going. We'll be back next time for more video reviews.